think we've been in a nice little flow lately defensively. I can say Atlanta was probably the first game I can remember where we was talkative. If you was 3-4 rows in the front row, you can hear us communicating. And I think we've been sort of using that game as a roadmap as how we need to be defensively. And I think honestly, majority of the mindset is defense. I can really truthfully sit here and say that's been the premises of what we want to go out and stamp, and we've been actually effective with that, making it not just for 24 minutes but for 48. And I think Doc put us back in there to sort of, you don't want leads to get below 13 or 15, and it's more of a 2-minute defensive kind of stance. And I think we're doing a good job of just talking. I think all 5 guys all on the same page. Shaq, he's into our schemes. He knows what we're doing now, and it feels right, man. When you got a nice flow going, especially defensively, guys have the confidence to get up on their man, play better one-on-one defense, play a lot more freer, if that's a word, on defense. And I think you see that. I think those. I mean, Pete, you can step in here any time to say something, but that's pretty much what's been the roadmap for this, however many games we've been winning. I don't even know. So.
Paul, when Kevin Durant was out, you guys came out a little flat and you lost that game. Carmelo didn't play tonight. You guys especially fired up to not let that happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach really made a point of that. He really didn't want to tell us that Carmelo wasn't playing. I think he waited to the very last second because we went over the game plan like as if he was playing. So, we took that to heart and went out there and just tried to establish ourselves in the first quarter. I mean, I think, like Kevin said, we've been on a roll, I think, defensively, and that's what we try to stamp there to start the games.
But Paul, for you in particular, though, when you have a guy like Carmelo who's not going to play, you didn't really seem to force the action. Talk about just staying within the game plan, even though you weren't going to be challenged the way you were anticipating.
Well, it's definitely a different mindset. I mean, when you play against Carmelo, you always got to be on toes, and I think the difference with guarding Gary Ford is I become more of a helper, I'm more of a roamer, and so the defensive scheme sort of changes with Carmelo out. Kevin has to do less helping. We use Kevin as our defensive anchor, so a lot of things change when their primary scorer isn't in there when if I have to guard him or not guard him. So it's a different type of mindset. I mean, I don't come out with the mindset and say I need to score or regardless of who's playing, stepping up my game. I just try to follow the game plan, but definitely when you don't have to face a Carmelo tonight, the game plan defensively changes because we focus so much on him, and therefore I could be a little bit more of a helper.
Talk about Ron. Either one of you, talk about Rondo's play tonight, knowing he wasn't obviously as healthy as he's used to being.
Well, him right now, him and Nate are actually grinding it out. I mean, those two are both having feet problems, and we're trying to get them in and out the game, get them as much rest and practice on days off until we can get these guys right. We're just thankful that we're getting through right now so far with the injuries we have, with the guys being out, and we still have guys injured that are playing. So we're trying to get through this tough stretch to one day we get healthy. I don't know when that's going to be.
Paul, you were trying to get the ball to Kevin a lot last year, but this year he seems to be even more of an offensive resource, more of a go-to resource for you guys. Can you talk about how that's working out and how important that has become again?
Well, he's such a threat on the inside and the outside that you have to pay close attention to him. And then what makes him so great, he can pass the ball. So I know if I get it to him, most likely if I cut or get open, he's going to find me anyway. So it's a luxury when you have a big man like that can do so many things that you can play through. You can play off Rondo's pick and rolls, off Ray Allen's down screens. So there's so many options, but I think the main focus is getting the ball inside, and he's our primary weapon inside, and play from there.
Kevin, you're